Okay, there we go. All right, welcome back, everybody, to part two of Coffee and Art now in the afternoon. And we're doing it's either Greta Gator, Mimi, or Mini Mimi. Mimi. And yeah, Janet was saying that the her newspaper's going to. If y'all have never seen Janet's newspapers, I'm gonna have to pull one out here. I'm gonna have to pull the duck out. I'm gonna have to pull the duck out, Janet, and show that. Mega Mimi. Bye, Natasha. Say hi to Nana Janet for me. Thank you. Oh, I know. Thanks for being here. I hope you got. I didn't see if you got your art card. I hope you did. So anyway, yeah. So we're doing an alligator character. We got this far with part one, and so I decided to come back and finish part two. I do have a guy working on my drywall downstairs, and apparently it's going to take a while. You know, it takes a while for drywall. We might have more people tomorrow. Okay, so anyway, we're discussing what kind of hat or you know, she's got her alligator bag here, the little clasp. She's got a cigarette. She's got a cigarette holder. She's got a little tooth. Her mail in Florida is on hold. Oh, okay. Thanks, Carrie. Thanks for that update. Okay. All right. So anyway, we'll finish up her scales. We did work on her eye a little bit before part one, you know, on part one. So she doesn't look too, I didn't want her to look too, what do you call it, menacing. But yeah, we were talking, if y'all were part of the, all right, hang on, that's Hubster. Let me go out, step out for a second, take this, guys. Hey, I tried to call you before I did. All right. Hubster said he's going to leave out of there by 3, so I don't have to. I mean, yeah, Al will be in charge. Hubster will take and be hang out with Al. I did tell him I'm up here if he needed anything. All right. So, Mimi wore a bow in her. Marilyn, that's perfect. A bow in her hair. I think we got it, ladies. I think we need a bow, a big Mimi bow, right? Maybe even bigger, you know, maybe a double bow, like a cheer bow. Believe me, I know what those cheer bows look like. They're huge. What do y'all think? A bow? Do we like the bow? Oh, and just rabbit trail. I saw something on YouTube, or maybe it was Facebook, one of those little, you know, scrolly, you know, you need to look at this, you know, those little ad things that are under different people, the kinds you think, I don't want to see this, I don't want to see this. Well, anyway, I watched this one. And what it was, and let me show y'all, because I think I could do this with my hair. All right, I'm going to do it on the back here. So this girl took her hair. All right, let's see. Let's just put her. All right, so she took her hair and put it up in a ponytail. Okay, Then she split the ponytail in two. No, wait. Did she do that? Oh, good grief. Now I forgot how she did it. Dang. I think she rolled the ponytail behind her head, then split the ponytail into two. Like this, pulled the hair, and then pinned it down right here. And it was just like this huge bow with her hair. I want to do that. I so want to do that with my hair. Maybe the next time. No, I don't know if I'd do it on a stream, but but anyway, it was really cool. And then the other two rabbit trail things that I want to do is I have a couple of articles here from the newspaper. Oh, there goes the shop vac again. Owl's at work. Okay. So first off, I don't know how many of y'all watch the show Alone, okay? And I'll just quickly talk about it because I love the show. Me, my niece, my daughter in LA, we all followed the show Alone. Erica, those journals you had, you could have made a note of that hair. That's true, Vicki. But I think I was probably laying in bed with my iPad watching that video. So I didn't know that it was really noteworthy. If it was post-note worthy. Hang on, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. It must be the dust. That drywall dust. Yeah, so I don't know if that was post-note worthy. But anyway. So some of y'all watched the show Alone, where what it was is 12 men were dropped off in Vancouver Island woods in 12 different locations, like 5-10 miles apart from each other. And they had their own cameras, and they had to film themselves. There was no camera crew there, like on some of these reality shows. They had to film themselves with their cameras. And the premise of it was you were dropped off. And in this case, they were all kind of survivalists. They all knew how to, start fires and build shelters and all that. But there was 12 of them in 12 different places. They were not in contact with each other at all. And what they did is they dropped them off, and the last man standing, however long it took. However, and this is a spoiler alert. If you haven't seen The Last Alone, you got it DVR'd or something. This is a spoiler alert. I'm going to tell you who won, okay? So anyway, the last person up there, because you could tap out at any time. They had their radio thing, and one guy tapped out because a bear was chasing him, surrounding his tent, and all this stuff. But you could tap out at any time. But the last person that was there in the woods would win $500,000. And our man Alan from Blairsville, Georgia, he won it. So anyway, I had this article was in the paper. So yeah, it was awesome. Me and my niece and my daughter, we were all following it, and they'd have like special behind the scenes things. And so we really were following this Alone thing. It's on like the last 2.5 or 3 months, once a week. I see nobody's commenting, nobody's interested, and nobody watched it. Tell me one person watched it. Is there one person here? There's one person here that watched the show Alone. Whatever. Okay, so that was one article. The other is about Nichelle Nichols being at the Dragon Con. Okay, and here's the parade route. I'm still thinking about it. Well, actually, I'm still trying to talk Hubster into taking me. I would like to go with Vicki, but she won't come up here to go with me. But anyway, so there was a little article that Nichelle Nichols is going to be here. Now, I think William Shatner was here last year. I don't know if he's overseas right now. I follow him on Twitter. He's in Korea. I don't know what he's doing in Korea, but I don't know if he'll be back in Labor Day weekend. Labor Day weekend is when Dragon Con is. So anyway, what did Paula say? Oh, I missed. Yeah, I'm reading the chat. How long was he there? Sorry, Paula. Hello. He was there 57 days. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Vicky, for tweeting me. I don't know why. Maybe my chat froze. There it goes. Let me test here. I saw Paula say, "Are you not reading the chat?" Um, yeah. So he was there, I think, 57 days. Which, if you saw what they went through, that's a long time out in the woods. With just, you were allowed to bring some supply. You couldn't bring rifles or guns. So you could bring a knife, tent, a fire starter, fishing net. You could bring stuff, but you couldn't bring like flashlights or guns. And there were a couple of the guys were literally, the bears were circling around their tent. What they did at the very end, Tam, is they came out to him and said, "We're just going to do a medical check on everybody." He had no idea, right? "We're going to do a medical check on everybody. And by the way, you're the last man standing." And he looked at him. He was like in shock. He went, "So soon?" I guess he figured that he was really going to be out there for months and months. And some guys lasted 2 and 3 days. Some lasted a couple weeks. Some lasted a month. And him, Alan, and the one other guy, young kid, that kid lasted up to, I think, day 50. And Alan went like another week after that. And then what they had done is they also flew his wife out there to surprise him. So his wife got off the helicopter and was there with them. So, yeah. So you watched it too, Paula? It was really good. It was really awesome the way they did it. And then they also had like special behind the scenes. Even the 3 guys at the last 2 or 3 episodes, they had Alan and 2 of the other guys. Not the 2 last ones, but just 2 other ones, and Alan sitting there talking about the filming of it. And so they were sitting there talking about it, and none of them knew that Alan won. I mean, Alan knew, but the other 2 guys talking for the 2 and 3 weeks before the final episode, Alan never hinted that he was the winner. Yeah, it was a great way to end it. I know. I don't know if there were cougars out there, Paula. Yeah, cougars and bears. You know. I know, Dana, and they were hugging, and Dana, then she pulled out of her pocket. She goes, "And I got something here for you." And she's handed him an envelope. He goes, "It's not a pregnancy test, is it?" Pregnancy test results. She went, "No." Anyway, so yeah, it was a check for $500,000. And he said, "You'll love this, Dana." Dana said she'd be crying her eyes out when the wife showed up. So what they did is she said, "Well, what do you want to do? Pay off the house?" He went, "No." He goes, "I want Dad to quit his job. I want to take care of him like he took care of me." And then he said, and then I forget his little boy's name, but he said, "And my little boy, my son's name," and said his name, "was born blind in one eye, and I want to see if we can do something for to restore the sight in that one eye, and then after that we'll worry about paying off the house." Oh, I know. That's crocodile tears. That's crocodile tears, people. I know. Anyway, it was real good. So if you all get to see it like a reruns or on demand or something like that, it's only 1 season. It's like 10 shows. Seriously, binge watch alone. Okay, I'm telling you, binge watch alone. Because even though you know who won now, because, and I did give a spoiler alert, it's still totally worth watching. Okay? All right, so anyway, yeah, Michelle Nichols, what I want to do is, if I do go, I want to take her my drawing. Let's see, where's my book? I want to take the drawing I did of her to her. Where is she? Is she in this book? Michelle, where are you? Hang on. I'm not sure if she's in this book. No, she must be in the other book. Hang on. Yeah. So if I do go to Dragon Con, I'm going to take her this picture, and I'll probably make a copy of it and ask if she'll sign the copy for me and give her the original. So if I do go to Dragon Con, I will take that to her. So okay, she did like it, by the way. I tweeted it, and Michelle did, because I follow her on Twitter. She did comment to me and said that she liked it. So she did see it and comment that she liked it. So that was nice. I told her that was nice of you to comment on it. So that was nice. Yeah. They'll probably put it on Netflix or something, Janet. Okay. I'm going to try, Vicki. I would go if you were here, Vicki. All right. So, all right. So let's go back to our Mimi Gator. And put some scales and stuff. All right, let's see. Let me find another picture. Let me look at some more pictures here of some scales. I know you can watch some of them online, Carrie, but I don't know if they have the whole season. History Channel has them online, Carrie said. Okay, good. All right, so seriously, it's totally good. All right, so let's go ahead now, and I think I'm going to kind of fix her teeth a little. Let's go ahead and, I mean, they're sharp and they're pointy, but they're not so triangular. So I'm just going to kind of bring them down a little bit, and you probably won't be able to see that. But what I want to do is see that first tooth. See, I made it a little less triangular. I mean, made it a little bit not as wide. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to try to make her teeth a little less wide with the black pencil. I'm just going to go over the white. If y'all have any questions, put them in cap. Oh, got more questions. You would go to... No, Vicki, you would not. How would you be? Come on. I mean, if I had to push you around in a wheelchair, you could go. So anyway, I'm trying to talk Hubs. Well, he'll do it if I really, really say, come on, let's go. He'll do it, but, you know, I want him to, like, want to go. I want him to want to go, not just go. Know what I mean, Jules Verne? All right, so anyway. Okay, I don't hear the shop vac down there, Al. No pounding. I did make fresh coffee, though. Yeah, it was the show called Alone. And it just ended last Thursday. What day? Yeah, last Thursday, I think it was. So I'm just kind of sharpening up her teeth and like keeping a gum line there. We'll shade them with some like blue shadow and maybe a little pink on the gums. Okay. You tried to a Garth Brooks concert years ago. The things they do for us. Well, thanks, guys. Yeah, you know, and I know, I do realize, you know, I upload these to YouTube, as do Jean and Paula and all of us, you know. We upload our Ustreams up to YouTube. And, you know, I have got a couple comments. Your streams, I mean, your videos. Your videos are so long. Can't, you know, well, you know, I try to explain, you know, they're live shows and, you know, they're long. And then I just say fast forward through any of the chatter or anything you don't want to see, or the breaks, or the going to get the coffee, or talking to Al, or whatever, you know. But they're live shows, and anybody's, you know, come and join us. They're lots of fun. Everybody's real friendly. The pixie makes sure. She throws pixie dust. Pixie dust is thrown into the chat. There's no drama. Okay. All right. So there we go. I kind of like those teeth. Yeah, I know, Carrie. All right. So now I do want a little bit of shadow. I'm going to put a little bit of blue shadow, like right under her lipstick. And then I'm going to also shadow her lips, though, a little bit, too. But I just want a little bit of shading right along the gum line, just so it's not like just those two teeth that are out there on the edge. Just to give it a little bit more reality. More reality. Oh, okay. But, these are the kind of things I like to do the posters with. And here I said, I don't want to do a poster because I don't want to be here 6 hours. What am I doing? How long have we been here? Oh, thanks, Vicki. All right, so I do want to take, like, maybe a brown and just kind of, get a little bit of, where her lipstick, where her lip is, like, curling over. She's got a little snarl. Just a little shadow. I'm just talking out loud what I'm thinking in my head, guys. I'm just talking it out. That's how we roll. Oh, congrats for Sherry for what? Oh, I missed something. Did Sherry need a congratulations for something? I missed it. Okay. And then this, the strap here, we'll color that in like that. We need a little bit of a, kind of a highlight on the cigarette holder here. Something like that. Give it a little oomph. And maybe a little bit of a lighter highlight right there. Something like that, right along the edge. Something like that. Of course, the cigarette. Get it kind of in there. Just going to have a little ash there. Like you see those old ladies. Well, I don't know if you see them anymore. But you used to see old ladies with their cigarettes and the ashes and I don't know, I know I'm stereotyping. This is the old days, people. Don't email me. I'm old. No, I shouldn't say that. I don't really think about my age, to tell you the truth. I just don't think about it. I just, Sherry said she likes these long videos. She went on a job interview and then got the job. Oh, congratulations, Sherry. So that's Sherry Shabs? Oh, good. Congratulations on the job. Okay, Sister Woman, I've not seen one single tweet. Sorry. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. I hope it's not important. Vicki, is Sister Woman needs some attention right away. All right, so I'm going to kind of make like maybe a little braided strap, like little X's or something, to make it look like kind of like a leather, of some kind. Keep those book reviews coming. Okay, Sherry. Oh, she's just asking if I was still on. Yes, I see you're right above the alligator right there, Vicki. Whenever there's a tweet, the old days when we could stereotype and everyone thought it was funny. Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know, like I make fun of my southernness, here, and you know, if you're making fun of yourself, you know. Anyway, let's see. I need a little bit more texture in that. Handbag strap there, and then maybe a little bit of a, just a little bit of an edge. She looks like your Nana. She probably looks like a lot of people's Nanas, Rain. You know, I mean, this is just like you would see older ladies like this, you know. I don't know if they came out of the like the Mad Men era and this is what they end up with after the Mad Men era. Uh, uh, make the cigarette look like it's in a little holder there. So. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Okay, now let's see. Let's get in some scales, shall we? All right, let's get a dark green. That's gray. I want dark gray. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. I can feel that wants to break. Get around the nostril there. A little highlight on the nostril. And I think, because in actuality, their lip is really lighter in color. Of course, not red, you know, but it is lighter in color. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and just do the lighter along the lip line there. I still got to go in with the red lipstick and fix that up a little. And kind of blend that along the eye as well. Of course, you know, she's got this bright green, blue eyeshadow. And the bow, what color should the bow be? What do y'all think for the Golden Girls? Yeah, well, we were thinking Mimi. Remember Mimi from Drew Carey? Y'all remember Mimi? What did she wear different color bows in her hair, Mimi? I don't remember. And remember, she can have long eyelashes too. I got a few polychromes, but Dana, I don't know. I mean, I love my waxiness of these. Now, I do want to try, you know, Kathy talked about the Caran d'Ache Luminesse, the Caran d'Ache ones, but I have to order those because I don't have them at my Blick, my local Blick. It's a small Blick, downtown Atlanta. Yeah, red or pink. Maybe pink. She's got her pink cheeks. We got red lipstick and red fingernail polishes, but she wouldn't be that matchy. A bow with polka dots, Lynn. Yes, a pink bow with black polka dots. What do you think? That would be cool. Or white, maybe white. I don't know. What color polka dots should she have? All right, let me get some pink. We're going to go with a nice bright pink. Yeah, Cass loves is it Luminesse or Luminesse, I think? They never break, yeah. I just have to order a couple. I mean, that's going to be one of those things. It's either going to be a birthday present or, you know, my whole family pitch in and get them for me for Christmas because they're expensive. I mean, it's like $5 a pencil, $4.99 or something like that. So, I mean, these, you know, Prismacolors are $1.99, you know? Luminance. Yeah. They don't to you, Dana? Okay. Well, like I said, I would get a few just to, test them out first before I actually, bought sets of them. So anyway, what do y'all think? Should we have white? But if I do white polka dots, it might look too conflicting with the pearls. We might need black polka dots or dark pink. Dark pink would be good because she thinks she's matching. She thinks it coordinates. Right? So yeah, we'll go with a berry red or something like that. Dark pink berry color, pink, darker pink. Razzmatazz or whatever that color's called. Let's make this a little bigger. There. You can't get them as a birthday present. Well, that's why I said I get my whole family to pitch in on them. I just know, even though the Prismacolor break, I know what they do. I know other than the breakage, of course, but I know the feel of them. I know the feel of their colors. I know every color. I just pretty much know how they act and react. They talk to me. They speak to me. They whisper. Pencil whisperer. I'm having way too much fun, just saying. Okay, let me hit that with the heat gun because you do want to make sure that your paint or whatever, whether it's paint or neo colors or water, whatever that you're using as a base coat, you want to make sure it's dry before you go over with pencil, whatever kind of pencil. Oh, I just saw Janet again. I wanted to show the little newspaper again. The newspaper zine from the zine swap. Janet did the little newspaper with the duck story, the ugly duckling story. Oh my gosh. You like that, Vicki, the pencil whisperer? Okay, let me see. I got them right up here. But let's see if I can find it kind of quick. Here's all my zines from the zine swaps. Let's see how quick I can go through the zine swaps that we've had. See if I can find that one real quick. Oh, well, I'll tell you why I have it bundled up separately. All her stuff is like, right, here's my Janet bundle. All right, that was easy. Okay, so we're going to take a little break real quick, take a sip of coffee. Let's listen for Al. Yeah, we're working on an alligator, and the guy that's working on my wall is named Al. That's kind of strange. Okay. Okay, so she had the Monkey Island information has arrived. This one was the kind of, I think this was the one on the history of Monkey Island, and that was in there. Then she had this little one with the animals of Monkey Island and her little story. These are Janet's zines. Okay, is that right? Is that, yeah, Monkey Island. Now, where's the, I have to find the, is this it? What's this one? I got so many little, I have so many little newspapers. Aren't these so cute? Oh. But look, this is her little, look. She made a newspaper, people. But I'm looking for the, it's not in this one. The what you call it? The ugly duckling. Where's the ugly duckling? You did the ugly duckling too, right? Sometimes I get you and Lucy Jane stuff mixed up. Yeah, this one's Raining Cats and Dogs. Okay, let's go with this one because I'm not finding the other one. Because this is the Monkey Island. This is Monkey Island Inquirer. And you did the, no, that was Lucy Jane that did the, no, you did the ugly duckling too. Where is the, all right, hang on. I got to find the ugly duckling now. Lucy Jane and her did these, well, here we go. Here we go. Oh, there's one of Dana's. I recognize Dana's girl right there. See, now we're going on a rabbit trail of zines. Here we go. Well, there's the envelope. Let's see if it's in there. Yeah, it's in there. Lucy Jane did the incidental press. Am I right? So I'm getting their two publications mixed up. Yeah, there's an ugly duckling. Yeah, okay. All right, so here we go. Let me put all this back up on the shelf. All right. Now we got all kinds of publications here from Janet. Okay. And if y'all have any questions, put them in caps. Waves frantically. Are you waving frantically? Not at me, Erica? Okay. Okay, so she has all kinds of different zines and different... This one's a newspaper. Actually, it's like on newspaper. It's like on that, newsprint newspaper. And look at her writing. That's her writing, guys. All right. So this one was the good news. Miracle. Dog and cat survive storm. Raining Cats and Dogs. This was when she has a whole little story. She has a whole little story about when animals were rescued during the storm. But some of it's kind of funny, but it's also kind of like, I mean, how do we say this, Janet? Like on the carcass cleanup, I mean, she's not being mean to animals or anything like that. She's talking about, pet obituaries here, accidents reported, tailwind, insurance problems, citizens speak out, and counseling urged. So it was like during the storm, a lot of animals were lost and stuff. And scavengers feared, and then let's have a little sense of humor here, okay? Roadkill ID chart, how to identify the roadkill. Now she's not being mean, seriously. You have to. I know it isn't good fun. And then they had different, she has her little advertising and all that. Anyway, I mean, Janet has got the sense of humor, I'll tell you. Then the Monkey Island Inquirer, the Monkey Island, and then, here. All right, so this one came in the milk carton, okay? This one came in the milk carton because the duck went missing. I'm going to have to read this now. Again, I probably need, because I need a magnifying glass. Where's my magnifying glass? Oh, I can't do this without the magnifying glass. Hang on, let me see what I put up here. Here it is. Her writing is very little, I mean, let me see if I can show you how neat that writing is. Can y'all see? Look how pretty that writing is. But I certainly can't read it without a magnifying glass. Okay, all right, so anyway, this was again, the Duck Daily Times, and it's Denmark, April 17, 1844. Okay, 44, I think. I think it's 44, 1844. Duck birth rate source. Now remember, this is all her hand-done stuff. Okay, her hand-done writing, her hand-done art. Okay, so by Hans Christian Andersen. While most while most of the local ducklings have already emerged from their and I'm reading kind of slow, guys. So I'm reading through a magnifying glass, for goodness sake. So give me, don't email me. You can't read. Okay, while most of the local ducklings have already emerged from their shells, this mother duck patiently awaits the joyous crackling of her final and noticeably larger than normal egg. Okay. This was the fairy tale zine. Okay. But it's a newspaper. It's still in a newspaper form. Okay. So then the next is the Duck Daily Times, April 25th, 1844. Exclusive missing duck sighting with wild duck gang. In an exclusive interview, let's see, let me turn this over. In an exclusive interview with the spokesperson for the wild duck gang, reported that the ugly duckling hung out with the gang for 2 days in the Moors area. He was quite large, but did not speak of his plight and just disappeared again. Okay, oops. Oh, I missed a page. Oh, rats. Okay, Janet, why don't you... Okay, we're going to start. All right, we read she's waiting for the duck, okay, to be born. I'm sorry, guys. See, I messed this stuff up. Okay, the Daily Duck Times, April 18th, 1844. Mother duck speaks out. Following up on the late birth of the mother duck in our cover story from yesterday, the mother duck expressed her dismay over the duckling's treatment within the community, stating that some went so far as to call him ugly. Okay, there's that picture right there. Okay. Local duck goes missing. This is April 19th. Okay. Our distraught mother duck reports today that her large drake duckling has run away. She suspects that the endless name-calling, taunting, and bullying about his appearance was the cause for the disappearance. Please notify authorities if you see this missing duckling. Okay? Now the gang. The missing duck sighting with the wild duck gang. And look, that's one of those other kind of ducks. I forget that kind of duck. Okay. In an exclusive interview, the spokesperson for the wild duck gang reported that the ugly duckling hung out with the gang for 2 days in the woods area. He was quite large, but did not speak of his plight and disappeared again. And that was April 25th. Then on June 20th, goose hunters see missing duck. And then right here, it's got a little speech bubble, and it says, "Let me be thankful. I am so ugly. Even a dog will not bite me." That's what the duck's saying. Local hunters said their ugly duck was swimming with the geese and appeared quite content until the shooting started. The duck was in the reeds, and even the dogs didn't flush him. His whereabouts remain unknown. Isn't this awesome? Even though I have to read it with the magnifying glass. Okay. Now we're at September 24th. Okay. Ugly duck rejects attempted adoption. A local woman reports that the ugly duck squatted at her home for 3 weeks, never laid a single egg, and has since disappeared. Again, seemingly misunderstood. Contact authorities if you have any information on his whereabouts. Okay, that was in September. Then in January 1845, farmer revives frozen duck. Look. Oh my goodness. This farmer brought the ugly duck home in hypothermic state, close to death. However, the farmer's wife is fuming because the duck destroyed her milk, her butter, and her meat barrel in his attempt to escape. Okay, are y'all still with me? Hang on. And then April 1845, Ugly Duck presumed dead. It's been several months, and with the harsh winter, we've extend we've extended. Wait, with the harsh winter, we've extended low. We've endured. Oh, with the harsh winter we've endured, locals are now presuming that the ugly duck did not survive his ordeal. In happier news, the local swan population has reported a beautiful newcomer in their midst. Sorry, it's hard for me to read, guys, because it's so tiny. You know, I have trifocals here. Okay, so anyway, I know. And look, it came, she sent these out for everybody in a milk carton, for goodness sake. Ah. Anyway, I had to share. I had to share her newspapers with you guys. They're awesome. Okay, let's get back to the alligator. Now, I think we should go with the dark pink bow because the white will, it'll clash with her pearls. Okay, let's get a darker pink, kind of like a razzleberry or something. Here's peony pink. Okay. I know. Oh, no, that's all right, Jen. It's special when it's tiny like that and really, it's very realistic. So, no, no, no. Don't change anything because of my eyes. So I think I need a pokey tool here. Didn't quite close that one. There we go. All right. Come on out. Come on. Maybe I got a clogged one here. Hang on, guys. Get my pokey tool again. Shake her up a little better. Yeah, it was an awesome zine, wasn't it? We've had a couple zine swaps around here, and it's some ATCs too. I know, you're welcome. I had, even though I didn't read it very well, it's so adorable. Okay, let's do some polka dots. Let's see, let me clean my brushes out here and pick one. All right. Let's see. This one ought to be the best. Some polka dots. Now I got to get my focus adjusted on my eyes again. Oh, that may not be quite dark. Well, maybe it will be. Kind of be kind of subtle. It almost could be just, well, it looks darker on camera than it is in person. It's like one of those Mimi bows, right? So anyway, thanks guys for hanging out while I'm waiting for Al to fix my wall. Okay, well, part of the file folder challenge, the file folder fodder project that Packard Dye and I are going to put on for y'all to play with, you will be doing some hunting up things. Yes, yes you will. Don't get scared. You'll be okay. We'll hold your hand through it. It's going to be fun. But yeah, Hubster said he's going to be home. He's going to leave about 3. We might still be here. Gene doesn't come on till 4. I didn't even make the big, oh, Gene's still here. I haven't even made my big salad, Gene. I haven't even gone to the store to get the big salad. I always have a big salad on Monday. Okay, there we go. I think that's good. Maybe just another little peak of a dot there. And I'm going to shade them all. Doesn't that look awesome? Vicky goes, hold our hand. Ha ha, more like cracking the whip. Maybe a little bit, Vicky. See, now that pink needs to go into my desk journal. We don't like to waste that. Because that's when Paula cracks the whip, when we waste paint. I don't know if Paula's still here either, but yeah, that kind of stuff needs to go in the all right, let me dry this. We gotta put some scales and stuff. No, you're not supposed to be hunting anything right now. All you have to do is have one file folder a week. Look, that one a little thick. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish the bow. Let me get a couple of pinks. See how light that is. That might be too same. Let me sharpen a pencil. Let me move my... Okay. Kind of a raspberry. Processed red might be too red. I need something a little bit more razzmatazz. That's kind of too red as well. I need that pink. There's a pink. Let's see, what is it called? It's kind of like a raspberry color. Oh, was that it? No. Raspberry. Sharpen it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a window shopper type person. Oh, broke. Prismacolor, fix your leads. I love you, but quality control is not on line 1. The only time I like to window shop is art supplies, like at Blick, or books. Everything else, I get in, get out. I don't care if it's clothes, shoes, food. I crack the whip on myself. So I was kind of blending the darker color there in with this raspberry, and then I want to add just a little bit of bright red and a couple of little places of, you know, little highlight on her lip there. Something like that. She has a lot of highlights because, you know, she has a lot of lip. There we go. And then maybe on the inside of her mouth there, it might have a little bit of, you know, you can see a little bit inside the dark crevice. All right, now let's go up to the bow. Oh, Carrie, that's cute. The only shopping I like is shopping with friends. All right, now in the bow itself, there's going to be like a shadow in between. you know, in, we'll have to shade that in. I really did enjoy, I'll show it to y'all again, the comic book, coloring book. Where did I put it? The classic comic book coloring book I showed in part 1. Some lip gloss going on, yeah. Well, she might even have a little bit more. Actually, Vicki, she might actually have a little actual lip shine. We might actually give her a real bright lip shine with some paint there. Maybe there, and like maybe up here on the edge of her. Something like that. Can y'all even see it? Okay. Anyway, the classic comic coloring book. I did made a copy of one of the pages and colored it. So here is the page that, and I haven't finished it yet, but here's what I got done so far. And I ink distressed. I got out my Tim Holtz Distressor ink and I distressed the comic book to make it look a little older. Now I still have to finish the crashed spaceship and all the little octopus aliens down here. I want to shade them into 2 or 3 shades of green. But I got them done and the lettering. And anyway, I liked it. I think it turned out pretty good. That's fun. It's a nice look. It's got tons. I showed it earlier. I showed it at the beginning of part 1. So if you want a little bit more further look at these pages in there, then look at part 1 today. I haven't uploaded it to YouTube yet, obviously, but I will later. Okay. So, welcome back, McCarroll. All right, so I'm just going to kind of shade around some of the polka dots, just give it a little bit more oomph. But that was fun. Did that watching Paula yesterday for about an hour. About an hour. Watched Paula for about an hour. So you can see, you know, all the shading and coloring and highlighting, all this, it takes a while, you know. All right, now let's go on with a little bit of okay, now I'm going to take the pink My Michael sells Americana. So does my Hobby Lobby. So does my Walmart. Yeah, wasn't it Paula that said that her Canadian Michaels is not selling? Have y'all checked any more other Michaels? Is it just Canada? I mean, have they actually said they're stopping selling it? Did somebody actually ask? Or are they just having a sale? Yeah, what does it say, Vicky, at the site? I can't imagine them not selling Americanas anymore. I mean, I can see a store stopping selling them. Like if Michael's going to start picking up their own brands or something. But Michael's doesn't have a craft paint, do they? Craft Smart? Is Craft Smart their brand? Or is that just another brand? I can't remember. Michael's Michael is listed there for what? For selling or not selling? I'm sorry. I mean, I see him go on sale. Maybe it's just your Michael's, Paula. Maybe it's just your store. That's weird though. Yeah, I buy them at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, whichever one has them on sale. We're thinking about either Greta Gator or Mimi. Like the lady in Drew Carey. Remember Mimi and Drew Carey's show? Yeah, I know. That's where I buy them too, Vicky. Michaels or Hobby Lobby, whichever they sell them both, and so whichever one has them on sale. Okay, I'm gonna go run down and get some coffee and check on Al. If y'all don't know who Al is, he's he's the guy replacing my drywall wall in my laundry room, where we had a leak in a pipe, and they had to go in the wall to fix it. And so, yeah. Okay, what do y'all think? That bow look pretty good? It needs a little bit more. Needs a couple of. Is that dark brown? Yeah, it didn't look black. It needs a little bit more shadow areas, a little bit more. A couple of areas there where the knot is. And yeah, I did get a few. I think it was Miko that told me about. This was a few, probably close to a year ago now. Told me about the Deco Art paint program, and I did get a few things from them. I didn't go crazy. I had most of the colors already, but I did order a few colors, and I gave them my blog name. I wasn't uploading to YouTube at the time. My Ustream name, and told them that I did promote their product, and so they still have the ongoing program but I think you're supposed to, because I've heard a couple other people talking about it, you're supposed to promote their product on videos, not just request free paint. Is that right? Because Dana's on their design team, so she'd probably know if she's still here. Um, I don't know if she's still here, but Dana's on their design team. So just a couple of really dark. I'm liking that. What do y'all think? It looks a little cartoony. It almost looks like a little olive oil, but I'm still liking it. I'm still liking it. Like the bow, Vicky, and Sherry Pink. Been there, only it was the water soft water. Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that, Sherry. Your water softener. I don't have one of those water softener machines, whatever. Yeah, Sherry's water softener in their laundry room. She said blue. I like didn't blow out a whole wall or something. I've never had a water softener in my laundry room, so I don't know what that means. Is that bad, Sherry? Is that really, really bad when one of those goes out? I don't know. Mine was just a drip. It was a dripping condensation pipe thing. Thanks, guys. All right, I'm gonna stop real quick. We still got a lot to go. Look, we still have all the you know. I'm not sure what we want to do here. You know how much detail I want to put in her plates, and we've got to do all her lovely skin. She has, she's got, what do you call it, scales all over her. And plus we still have to do the pearls. And all the shadow behind the pearls. I think I'll add a little bit of a pink, the blue shadow here on the white. But I want a little bit of maybe a pink, just a pink shine. Like, iridescent. That's the word I'm looking for. A little bit of pink iridescence in these. Maybe they're freshwater pearls and not like cultured pearls, Know what I mean, Jules Verne? Okay, we'll be right back. I'm going to go run down and get some coffee. Dana is on silent mode. Oh, okay. Napping with, okay. Thank you, Vicky. Vicky, I tell you, these mods, they're like on it. Ah. It does take a lot for Greta to be presentable, Vicky. It does. Oh, sorry, Jean. Jean, you might need to. I had to reboot, so maybe you need to reboot. We better not be having troubles because I want to be at your stream today, Jean. Hubster is going to have to handle Al. Oh wait, that's not the color. What's my? When it comes time for Jean's stream today. All right. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Let me go. And we got to put, I want to go ahead and get the scales around her eyes so I can get those long eyelashes in there. That's going to make her look real feminine, when we have those eyelashes in. And I think, let's see, where would a good mole be? Like right here, maybe? A nice little mole. What do y'all think? Doesn't she need a little mole right there? I won't put a hair coming out of it. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so Al's doing well. He has to come back tomorrow for another another mud pull. He's gonna need another mud pull on that sheetrock taping. Okay. All right. So, hi everybody that's come in and come and gone. Let's see who else I might have missed. Got a lot of anonymous here today. Thanks, guys, anonymouses, for being here. See if I missed saying hi to. I said hi to CB Lisha again. Just see if there's anybody new that I missed. Hey, Miss Yancy. Molly Tucker. And I said hi to Sherry Pink. So well, gal. I think that means Southern Alabama. So thanks, everybody. Okay, so let's go ahead and put a little shine. Let me do with some paint. Let's put some highlights on our fingernails. I think I'm gonna have to get out some more white. Oh, okay. Let's put a little shine on those fingernails, and then we'll shadow them up. So if you're just joining us, this is, it's either, you can call her Greta Gator, or her nickname is Mimi. Mimi is her nickname. All right, let's put a little shadow under her fingernails there, and around where they join the right along the joints there. This is under her hand there, or her claw, hand. All right, oh, I need to sharpen my white. Okay, as soon as I get these fingernails done, we're going in for the scales. That wants to break again. There it went. All right. Little latch there, some sort. Okay, your paint palette looks prettier than your picture. I got tons of these. I actually threw away 2 stacks like this big. I'm serious. I don't need that many, and I still have. Oh, sorry guys. I knew I was going to bump the camera again. I think this is plenty. I don't need more than this. So, yeah, I got rid of all the rest of them. I had maybe about 3 more stacks this big. I didn't need those. I did not need to treasure coffee lids that I use for palettes. So, okay, gee. Do I ever put my Prismas in the sun? Yeah, I know. You know, people said you could put them in the low temp oven or out in the sun. I don't know. I just don't take the time. I should say, Vicki. I just don't take the time to do that. I probably should. you know, see if it melts them. But, you know, you shouldn't have to do that, right? You shouldn't have to melt your pencil leads, should you? All right, so let's see here. Let me get some scales. Let's look at some scales here. All right, let me sharpen up the lime pencil. Oh, let me go ahead and do around her eyes. I'm going to do some scales around her eyes first so I can put those eyelashes on, you know? And then maybe a couple of darker ones right in there. Can y'all see okay? I know it's a little far away. If I zoom in, then I'm going to try to be shifting this back and forth to, you know, keep it under camera. So something like that right along the eye. And just a little bit of like that. And just hold it up. Thanks, Vicky. All right, so let's put some eyelashes on her. Let's go in. Okay, now this was, you know, I like to, you know, I use some reference to make, you know, make it look real, right? I'm getting ready to put the eyelashes on, and I look at my reference. Oh, now I won't put her lower lashes on yet because, you know, we've still got more scale. Oh. And you know she's going to have nice, dark, thick, black lashes, right? Because they're fake. They're those fake lashes. I think it actually need to be thicker. I think I need some black paint. Let me. Because I want them to be seen. My black paint's kind of clumping up there, a little, just getting dry. I want them to be seen over the top of those scales and stuff. So. I'll put some highlights on them too. All right, now let's put a little bit more eyeliner. Okay, let's let that sit for a minute. I think she's fun, isn't she? All right, and again, this is probably going to be an earring. I'm not sure on these plates yet. How I want to tackle those. All right, let's get the dark green again. No, let's go with the light green. And now, okay, let's see here. She does have a few like areas that are kind of, you know, like kind of definitive folds. And it kind of adds to her character. All right, let's just carry on with these. They get littler and littler on her face here, so we're just going to make them kind of smaller and smaller little. I hope y'all are having fun. I'm having fun, you know, just playing with Mimi. And I do want to have her, you know, kind of stand out here with on the brown paper. So we will kind of, I don't know if we ever decided on a nose ring, but kind of her double chin there. Let's do that with a green rather. There's a little mole right there. Okay. Smaller and smaller little scaly things on her nose. We'll put some shadow under those. Just to give it essence of scalies. Let me go in there a little bit. Yes, a double chin. Yes. Yes, my fairy treasures. She does have a double chin right there. See? So you can see, you know, when you want to do like detail like this, you know, it just takes time. It's not like, it's not like doing a masterpiece. It just takes time. And you just gotta have fun with it. And if it doesn't look exactly like, you know, a true alligator, like, well, you know, who cares, right? It's fun. And they're supposed to be fun characters. At least mine are, anyway. I mean, you know, you can do serious ones, mean ones, threatening ones, you know, dragons and, you know, orcs and goblins and all that. But did we decide on a nose ring or not? She probably wouldn't have one in this era. Yeah, and zombies. Yeah, Vicky, and zombies. Vicky is a zombie. And you know what? I was mad at Hubster. Vicky, I was mad. He said about, I think it was a week ago, maybe 2 weeks. He told me this yesterday. He said, well, you know, they were there about a week or 2 ago. I went. They were filming The Walking Dead. See, they filmed The Walking Dead like 5 miles from my house. I said, "You didn't tell me." I said, she goes, "Well, they got it all blocked off." I said, "But they might have a fan section. They might have a section where you could actually just go up and ask the guard, the policeman, whoever, do you have a fan section where I could get some autographs?" He didn't even tell me they were here. Because I will so go up and ask. Anyway, he's on alert now. He knows. He best, honey, he best be telling me if they're filming again. Yeah, wouldn't wear a nose ring. Yeah. So, I mean, oh, I don't even watch the show. My daughter in LA, Annie, she said you need to watch it. They started from season 1 a couple of weeks ago. They were redoing the whole thing because they're doing the new, what's it called? Walking Dead, Fear the something. I don't know, Fear the Dead. Anyway, and so she goes, my daughter said, "You need to start watching it from the beginning." But they're just so gross. They're so gross, Annie. That's what I told her. I guess, when she works in the emergency room and stuff, that doesn't bother her. Zombies? Nah, that's nothing. But anyway, so I still want to get some autographs for some of my friends that are fans of the show. And so Hubster knows this. Yes, he knows this. He knows I want to get some autographs, not for me, but for some of my friends that are really, Walking Dead fans. And it doesn't hurt just to go up and ask. All they can say is, "Oh, yeah, just back off, lady. We ain't giving any autographs today," is all they could say, right? I guess I could sick those zombies on you. Charge! I don't know what they say. But anyway, yeah, so we're getting there, guys. We're getting some scales going. So, yeah, he knows. He knows better. He knows I've been trying for like 2, 3 years. Yeah, Fear the Walking Dead. Yeah. Well, our local PBS channel had a special. It was a couple years old. I saw it maybe a month ago, but the PBS behind the scenes thing was about a couple years ago. Uh, Down by the courthouse where they film, and I don't know I don't know enough to speak of what they call the towns and all that, but apparently, right where they the courthouse and all that, they did a PBS thing on the local economy and all the stuff that happens with the filming of the show. I don't know, what do they say? Do they just grunt? Can they even talk? They don't have lips, do they? I don't know, Vicky. I don't know these things. We always say, like Buddy's mom, Hubster's mom, used to say things like, she was like Mother Nature. Animals loved her, every animal, and she had always had lots of cats. And she would say, "Oh, look at that little cat licking its lips." And Hubster would say, "Mom, do cats have lips?" She goes, "Oh, knucklehead, yes, they have lips." She'd be, saying something funny to him. So now, my question, Vicky, do zombies have lips? No lips. They just moan? Okay. See? I don't know these things. I don't even know if cats have lips. And I've had cats all my life. Anyway, let's put a little more definition around that. I um, fold there, a little bit there. So that's the question of the day. Do zombies have lips? But anyway, seriously though. Seriously, Vicky. On a serious note, I do want to get some autographs. I just, well, and how here's the thing. See, he drives right by on his way to work. They have the streets blocked off whenever they're filming. So he knows when they're filming. It's not like he can say, "Oh, I don't know when they're filming." The street he goes to work on is blocked off. He has to know. He has to know when they're filming because the street's blocked off. No excuses. No excuses. Okay, so the scales are going to get bigger on, down on our body here. But, and since I'm just making up these plates on an alligator that doesn't really have them, but see, she's as old since the dinosaurs have been around. That's how old she is. We used to say in the South, old as dirt. Hey, this is how old she is, people. Right there. Okay, let's see here. All right, we're going to go in with a little bit bigger scales here. And then I want to get her earring in there. We still have to do all this. All right, let's see. How do I want to address right in here? A little bit of shadow around the jaw. And really, this part of their cheek, it's almost like snake skin. You don't even really see a lot of scale here, but I'm going to go ahead, let's darken this up a little. So I'm going to go ahead and put scales kind of on here, just not as defined around her cheeks. I mean, like not on the pink part there, because because ours has it on blush. She has on blush. Cocktail ring. Yeah, she does need on a cocktail ring. Who said that? Yes, Julie Topaz. She definitely that'll help define that ring and that finger right there. I couldn't decide how to, do those claws right there. That'll help. So yeah, she'll have to have on a big, some kind of big something there. Maybe a big, purple. No, no, I don't want a ruby because it looks like her fingernails. Let's do a big purple amethyst or something. Let me find a purpley color. We have to finish this today. I got to finish this before 4 o'clock. I got 2 hours? Yeah. Before Jean comes on. Well, I've already been here an hour and a half, so I only have, you know. Oh, come on. Sharpen, pencil, sharpen. Okay. And we'll make it maybe have a sparkle to it when I get done there. We'll put some gold paint and we'll make it look like a jewel. A topaz ring, yeah. I should have, huh? Well, let's see. Let's go back with the brown. And we'll just add we'll make it topaz, and then we will put a highlight of some yellow on there. But I have to finish. See, I gotta. I got a lot of scales to do still. A lot of scales. All right, so let me go ahead and put these scales, they're smaller on her face. I'm exaggerating. I mean, in real life, she doesn't have these big of scales. They're more like snake skin along the jowls, but I'm gonna make them. I'm gonna make them a little bigger just because I can. No, she would probably have a gaudy cocktail ring on, you know. I still like the ash on her cigarette. What we ought to make some smoke come out of her nose, you know? Because don't old ladies breathe smoke out their nose? Aren't I horrible? I'm so bad. Where's my... That's where I kind of sketched her out there. I want to get rid of some of those sketch lines. You know, like this. We have to do that. I'm sorry. We have to have the smoke coming out of our nose. Vicky said, I wonder if Nat Geo would include Greta in their swamp series. My gosh, Vicky. What do y'all think? Okay, let me keep working. I mean, I gotta keep at it here, guys. There's a lot of scales to take care of in an hour. A lot more scales I gotta accomplish in an hour. Okay. And then I'm going to have to let me get a little bit of yellow ochre, not just for the topaz ring, but for that, you know, I got that strap there. It's kind of getting a little lost in the shuffle there. I'm going to add a little bit more, little bit of more detail to make it look like little exit, like little braids, like braided leather is what I was going for there. Or it could be a gold chain, you know. I think she would probably have an alligator bag with a gold chain. So, you know. Alrighty. And then, you know, a little bit of gold here on the clasp of the, something like that. Just makes it show, you know, you probably can't see it, but let me. you know. Just a little bit more clasp thing there. Maybe a little, some kind of little. Yeah. And okay, now back to the topaz ring. Let's go ahead and put a little sparkle on there. I need some more white paint. Bogey tool. Oh. Come on. Let that sit way too long. There we go. Something like that. Ring. She has Betty Davis eyes. Oh, wee hootie. Gotta write that down. I got all my notes here. She has Betty. Now that's going to be an earworm. I'm going to be hearing that song while I'm working on this. Okay, so yeah. And see, we never did get to this other one, this other, you know, her friend. Maybe I should bring that tail up, though, this way, out of her bow. It's bugging me that it's touching. Because I just don't want them to be touching. I don't want them to look like I want them to look like they're two separate things there. Okay, let's roll her back up here. Let me move this out of my way. I don't want bumps under my drawing there. All right, let's get back to her cheeks. So when you woke up this morning, did you think you would be watching this? I think we need a couple of eyelashes just coming down from the bottom. Might put a couple of highlights on them there in a minute so you can kind of see some of those. You don't really see them unless you're right up on her. All right, let's see. All right, let's go ahead and put in the ear bob. Did we decide what kind of jewel? Is it just a matching pearl? Do we just have a matching pearl there? Did we decide? Got to get that a little wetter to do the final. Do we decide it's a pearl? A topaz to match the ring? I don't know, but a topaz earring wouldn't be on a bob, would it? It wouldn't be like this, I don't think. They'd have other chains and jewels. I think we'll just make it a pearl. A small pearl. A little bigger than that. And I'll do some yellow ochre for like a chain. so it's not a white line. It'll be a yellow ochre line. I'll let that dry now. Okay, let's see. Okay, back to the scales. Jean, sure, go with the pearl then. A little shadow under her chin there. Needs a little. She's got that double chin, you know. A little highlight there with the brighter green. And just a little bit of scalage there. And then on the purse, we'll have got a lot of scales to do still. Anything else want to talk about? Because y'all are gonna it's gonna get kind of boring with we can need a topic. Because there's not a lot more for me to do except scales and her blue, plates back there. Alligator. We got a lot of names, don't we? Okay, so there's the handbag. And again, it goes right up off the page, but that's okay. Alligator. Forgot about old Al down there. I guess he's okay. I told him to come up here if he needed anything. What, Brant? What brand will her purse be? Jesus has a croc. Yeah, she needs some of those crocodiles. What are they? Are they called crocodiles? I don't have any. Do you know that the nickname is Crocs? You know those plastic shoes. She, she wouldn't be wearing them though. She wouldn't be wearing Crocs, right? But that's a good one, Jean. Let's make a note of Crocs over here. Yeah, and have a cross. Well, it would still be a C, right? Or it's like, isn't a Coach bag something like that? Denise has one. I don't have any of those fancy bags. I don't even remember what a Coach bag. Does it have a C, double C like that? Something like that. I think it's got two C's facing each other, something like that. Coach bag. You like the purse. I am not a fashionista, people. I tell you. Oh, I told you what Boo. I'll tell it again. I love this story, and I have the ad. Actually, don't judge me. I mean, not that you really, really, truly would judge me, but up here on my wall, I have a picture of Cam, a picture of Boo, a picture of Annie and Dan and Logan, a picture of my grandma who's passed, a picture of all of us at Christmas, and I have one other picture up there. Hang on. I have this picture up there. So anyway, the story with this is I love, y'all don't know, I love Sean Connery. He's like, I mean, yeah. Anyway, so Hubster sees this ad a lot. Well, I don't know anymore, but you know, it's a popular ad, right? So he was looking through a magazine and he went, "Look, Boo, this is probably about 2 years ago. Maybe about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago." Said, "Boo, look at this. Your Nana loves this." And Boo goes, "Oh, Louis Vuitton." She knew at age like 4. Now, I mean, she's 12 now, but I mean, she's always had, just known. But she knew what a Louis Vuitton bag was. And she went, "Oh, Louis Vuitton." Anyway, Nana wouldn't know a Louis Vuitton from anything. I mean, granted, it's a beautiful bag. I love the leather bags. I love leather bags. I love leather books because I love the smell of leather. But would I have known it's a Louis Vuitton? Oh, yeah. So anyway, yeah. So he hangs right up here. Let me see if I can not bump into the camera. I did. Y'all saw my picture of Sean. I did. Let me see. Let me find him. I drew a nice picture of Sean Connery. Yep. Yep, I did. Okay. All right, back to business. We got to get back to business. I love the smoke coming out of her nose. Just saying. So, okay, let's get back to. I think that's pretty dry there. I want to add a little bit of, I'm going to have to play with these pearl to get it to shimmer. I might have to add some kind of a pearlescent paint would be good. Now, it wouldn't show up on a photograph if I photographed the pearlescence, but I could see it. Oh, let me go back here with the gold, the yellow ochre, to make this look like maybe a gold chain thing. I'll put a little shadow on it too. And it would have a little clasp thing, not a clasp, but a little cover thing to hold it on there. Something like that. Let me get back under there with the shadow. Yeah, draw aisles. Okay, let's put a little bit of would have a little bit of a some kind of chain thing. Who I really enjoyed drawing was all my Gold Rush guys. That I loved drawing all the Gold Rush guys. As a Gold Rush fan. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of Michael Landon. Yeah. Well, if you do the grid, Lindsay, like I showed you how to do the Darcy UK, our Darcy UK class, using a grid, you could do it. You'd have to just take your time, grid it out. You know, that's what I tell you. If y'all don't, you know, if y'all don't know, if you don't feel comfortable trying to draw it, then try the grid method. Okay, starting to get the pearls blocked in there. So I really want them to stand out. I think it's going to need a little bit darker. I'll hit it with a highlight of white, but it really needs some nice blue shadow on that white pearl as a base for a highlight. Any questions? Yeah, and Bonanza. Yeah, he was on Bonanza too. Because I don't know yet what we're going to do with these plates. Still got a lot of scales, guys. But yeah, something cool on these would be nice. Don't know if I want some kind of, you know, designs in them. Do we want some kind of, you know, swirly kind of designs, you know, in these plates? That'd be kind of cool, right? You probably can't see that. Let me hold it up. That might be kind of just interesting. You better start cracking on those scales. Yeah, I know. I'm hoping to finish this today, but if you're watching the recording and I do not finish it completely, or you want to see a picture of the finished one, I'll post it later on my Instagram, Inkiwell, INKIWELL, or Twitter, same thing, Inkiwell on either one, or you can find just Dee Dee Willingham. And so I'll post the finished picture. So I'm hoping to get quite a bit done here. But if I don't, then that's where you can go see. So let me just kind of do a little bit of shadow in some of these little swirls here. Give it a little. So Jean, are you still awake? I know Jean likes to nap in my show, but she does have a show to do today. Let's talk about what you're going to do today, Jean. I don't want to see no stinking picture. Do you want to see live scales? Oh, good one, Treasure. And Treasure Fairy, post your link to your YouTube. She's got a nice YouTube channel. She did some nice collage, and she does a lot of stuff. She just got finished doing a journal project. That was the last one I saw. She might have had some other things since then. But yeah, post your link if you can do that from, I don't know if you're on a device that you can post a link to, but My Fairy Treasures. All right, so there you can kind of see how we're going to add. It just makes it look a little bit more fancy, if you will, just a little bit more fancy. All right, I'll stop on this for now because I do want to get back to the scales, but let me pick out a blue. Let's see. Oh, I need a teal. Oh, there we go. To add a little bit more lighter color. I don't not have anything that's just right in between. I might just have to use some paint. Okay. All right, so we'll leave that for a minute. Let's get back to the scales. You're making yourself laugh. Awake now, napped earlier. Okay, good, Jean. You're going to make some cards with your jelly prints and a scrapbook page. Maybe actually, no idea really. Jean. Post your link to your show, Jean, if you will. Okay, let me go back to looking at some scales here. Hang on. I need coffee, I'll tell you. I should go check on Al. All right, let's see. All right. All right, let's do some. Just got a little bit. These bigger scales are a little bit more, almost like ovally looking. They're just bigger. That'll be better because I can fill them in a little quicker. Get kind of some larger ones right along her neckline here. Vicky's still here? Vicky, are you liking her? This started because, Alligator Vicky. The zombie Vicky. All right, let's get these little ones down here. Let me just get them blocked in, then I can go back and shade and highlight. I kind of want them coming right across her cheek, a few, so you can kind of tell that some of the scales are on her cheek. Kind of like that. Thanks, Galena. Thanks for everybody for being here all this time. Of course, you know, I never expect anybody to stay when I do these long shows, but I do appreciate anybody that has. Okay. And I don't know how well you can see, but we're going to do some shading around each one. Like down, we did right here. Sharpen up the green pencil. And so we still got to do our little paw. Is it? Oh, good grief. Breaking, breaking, breaking. Her little, she does have, she has scales on her hands too. She's a little scaly. She needs a little hand lotion there. We'll make these bigger on her arm here. I don't know that they actually are on an alligator, larger scales, but we're going to make them a little larger or we won't finish. I want to get something shiny on the pearls too. Thanks, guys. I'm glad y'all like the long shows. You know, I don't mind long shows especially when you can watch a recording. So if you can't be there for the whole thing and you can't necessarily watch a recording all at once, it's still there. You know, you can go back. So you can watch, you know, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. That's what I do, you know. Oh, it's breaking again. Ay, ay, ay. Really? Really? Yeah, I've been on a couple YouTube hangouts with some artist friends. The chat, though, is a little tricky if you're a viewer. It's not as easy as this, as here, to participate in the chat. And then also the person that's live, it's not as easy to read and see the chat either. This chat, even though we do have our Ustream problems, you know, with chat issues, this is much more user friendly than the chat on Google Hangouts, if that's what you're talking about. The U stream Google Hangout live chat or live shows. Yeah. All right, let me get in here with a few. Yeah, the chat is a little tricky on Google Hangouts, especially for the. You got to have a lot of different windows open to have the YouTuber, the person that's trying to use YouTube and Google at the same time, and read the chat and keep up with the chat. It's not like as easy as this. Thanks, Orla. Maybe, Lindsay. And the YouTube Live is even worse than the Google Plus Hangouts. Yeah. Somebody just said, yeah. I mean, let me put it this way. I enjoy the Google Plus Hangouts when I can go hang out at somebody else's art show and do my art and not worry about the chat and just enjoy, being a guest and drawing and chatting with other artists where I don't have to keep up with the chat because it's not my show. It's somebody else's show and they have to keep up with the chat. Yeah, I like those because I can still art, chat, and kind of like this, but then I also don't have to really. Not that I mind. I mean, talking to you guys, but I'm just saying in general, a chat. I don't have to keep up with the chat on somebody else's show. You know, I like being the guest with a whole bunch of other artists. That's fun. Okay, so let's see. Let me sharpen this green again. Does Mimi have a boyfriend? Sadly, I doubt it. Okay, we're getting there. I don't know. I think she just looks like she wants to hang out with her friends and play bridge or canasta or something. Oh my goodness, his green will not stay. Keeps breaking and breaking. I'm trying to barely sharpen it so that it will stop breaking. This pencil when I started was like full, brand new. Not brand new, but it was a full size pencil. Yeah, I might have to try. I mean, I did try the polychrome. They're okay, but they're not waxy enough for me. I just love the I love the waxiness of Prismacolors, but the quality control since they moved to Mexico is just like really, really bad. Seriously. Hope Noel's doing okay down there. I haven't heard any shop vac. Well, that's right. He's mudding the drywall, so he's probably just chilling. I have football on down there for him, and he can listen to some football on the NFL channel or whatever it is, so he can have that in the background while he's working in the laundry room. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Taught me so much since. Oh, well, I hope you, not just maybe I haven't taught you so much, but maybe you get some inspiration, some ideas, some tips, some tricks, some because I show y'all everything I do, and I try my best to talk everything out as much as I can. I don't hide any, big art secrets or anything like that. I show y'all everything I do and talk it out, and know what I mean, Jules Verne? So hopefully you get, some inspiration. That's what I hope, anyway. That you give it a try. Give, the techniques a try. Not just with me, but with any art, any of the artists that y'all watch. Give them give it a try. I just do my best to talk out every single thing. And I know sometimes it seems repetitive if you've watched the show for a long time and you say, oh, she's already talked about the glue or the matte medium or, all that. But I always think, well, if you're the first person to watch it, just pick up the show, you'd want to know. I would, if I was watching somebody do a technique or something that I'd never seen before, I'd want to know everything, every little thing that they were doing. And so that's why I try my best to, talk about everything I'm doing as I'm doing it. Even if y'all have been here before and seen me do it and know exactly what I'm doing for the 100th time, I still try to talk it out. Okay, so I'm just shading a little bit in these swirls here to give it a little bit more dimension. Just a Thanks, Lindsay. Okay, I gotta get a little crack-a-lack and I've got to get her back done. And those pearls. Let me take a gander real quick at what some kind of, I got pearl. I'm not sure I want white, but I think this is gonna have to be the best. I got white pearl essence. It's the Deco Art Dazzling Metallic Pearl. I don't know if that'll show up on camera, but I'm going to add some pearl. Okay, before I do that, I can tell already I've got to blend that blue. Okay, let me just go to the next one. It's not going to cover. It's not going to cover that blue, so I'm going to have to go in there with a little bit of white first. Where's my white? It's not going to blend in that. I want it to kind of be blendy-like, and I don't want it to be exact. I mean, I want it to be kind of each one a little bit different, like a pearl would have a little bit of different shine on each one. So I'm just going to add a little bit of white and just kind of swirl it around. And same for the little earring. All right, Sean's coming off the wall up there. That washi tape is not going to hold. Put some more fresh washi tape. Okay, now I think I'll put just a little wash of pink. Let's see if get that activated again there. Just a tiny little wash of some pink, and then I'll go back over that with the pearl paint to kind of blend it all together. I know y'all probably can't see any of that detail, but you can in person. And I might want just a little bit of pearl essence in these. Let's just go ahead with a little pearl on those a little white and a little pearl. Give those a little glow. She still has a little bit of glow in her old age there. So make up these stories for her. Give her a little life. They almost look like shells. Okay, so back to the pearl. And again, you won't see this on camera, but you know, if you're looking at it here in person, it has a little bit of a shimmer. Okay, and then right along the edges, I want a little bit of, oops, that's too much. Then I'll sharpen it up with the black pencil on, you know, around it, shadow. Just a little bit of more brightness to those pearls. That maybe. I should probably put a little something in between, something connecting them. I know that it would probably be a gold bead. Maybe I'll just go ahead and use, let's go ahead and get a little bit of that yellow ochre, if I can get it reactivated there, if there's anything left. It's not dried out in there. Just want to see if I can do a little bit of white and a little bit of yellow ochre. And what I want to do is I want to place a bead right in between each one. I'll hold it up here for y'all in a minute. I'm just going to like, that's how they're, you know, attached to each other. I'm just using the back end of the paintbrush to make a little bead. Okay, and then I'll dry that, and then I'll put a shadow under it all. Okay, so let me dry that real quick. Are they diamond plates? That's good, diamond plates. I gotta write that down, Vicki. We're getting there. Let's see. Okay, I probably got about 15 minutes before, you know, my 3 hours again. Okay, let me write that down. Diamond plates. Okay. Okay. I need another. Let me get a dark brown. Let me sharpen my dark brown here. And just give it a little, so you can kind of see that little bead in there. And then go in there with black. Well, I think I better get those, before I get too much shadow in there, I want to get in there the rest of the scales. And I'm doing these way more uniform than they probably should be on an actual alligator. They wouldn't be this, you know, perfectly lined up and all. They're a little bit more um, random. But I'm running out of time. Here's some hammering. Let's get them bigger as they come closer to you here. Something like that. Something. Something like that. Where's that carpy green pencil? Back with homemade shepherd's pie. Oh, I haven't eaten yet, Jean. I gotta go eat before your show. Al's even eaten. Even Al ate. I wanted to get a little bit of highlight on some of these scales too with the lime green paint. That's going to be my final touch before we wrap it up, I think. Have we decided it's Greta? This is what I'm going with. It's Greta Gator, but her nickname is Mimi. Her friends call her Mimi. I think that's what I'll title this stream. Her friends call her Mimi. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get a couple of colors out here. I want, oh, yeah, that one's already, it's dried up. A little, just a touch of that Bahama blue with the white for the here. And then I want a little bit of lime, citron or lime. Here's citron. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of highlights. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, let's see here. What you don't want this one, which is my most versatile. Probably that. All right, let's unroll Mimi here. And what I want to do with some of the lime is just do a little touch, and I might have to kind of smear it with, touch it with my finger, give it just a little bit more dimension here and there. And I don't even know if y'all can tell the difference. Here, let me go ahead and hold this up real quick. And she needs a little bit brighter pink cheeks. Let's see here. Let me pick up a couple of them. Just want a little brighter. So look right under her eyes while I'm adding the lime green. Can y'all see how it gives it just a little bit more dimension when I add the lime green on top? You like the beauty spot? Hey, Joe. Yeah, we've been here since 8:30 this morning working on Mimi. So I'm just kind of touching some of the scales, and then if they get too, you know, defined, I just kind of touch them with my finger. Just kind of make them a little rougher. And I'm not an herpetologist, so don't email me if she's not right. Just kind of putting a little paint down and just doing a little smear so that's not real defined. It's just a little touch, and there's her big pearl there. That's what right there. I'm just adding a little bit on 2 or 3 at a time, and just kind of give her scaliness, her scaliness. Let's add a few in her face here. Maybe just a couple of rows of brighter. Maybe right along her chin. I'm sending photos of Dee Dee's gator to Tom. I'll post a picture of it, a good picture of it for you to share with them. Yeah, I'll take a good picture when I, you know, as soon as we're done here, I will. I'll take a couple, you know, pictures and tweet them out so y'all can see them. I mean, see her close up. So, but you know, you can see how long some things take. I haven't even, the other thing I haven't done is I did want a little bit more shadow on her teeth so that they're not, you know, just like right along the, but you can see how long it takes to do the details. I mean, it's not that it's anything so difficult when I show you how to break it out, you know, but it is time, you know, it does take time that, you know, you got to have the patience to do these little details, but it makes all the difference. You know, it makes all the difference when you can take the time to do all these little things. I'll hold her up for you in just a minute. I want the top of the bridge of her nose to have more highlights. You know, be a little lighter up there where the sun is probably hitting the top of her face there. Right along the edge of her nose there. And a little bit down here on these. I'll hold it up so you can see some of it. Any questions or anything, guys? Oh, do you need to put her on one of those where we can get t-shirts? Yeah, like Society 6 or something like that. Vicky, you just want one. Nobody else is going to want a gator shirt but you. I don't think you saw this, but before it scrolled by, Carrie said something. Hang on. Carrie said the alligator drawing above looks like it's being formed into a cigarette smoke. Ah, interesting. Okay. Let me see if I can work that in. Yeah, if I use anybody, it would be Society 6 because I know other artists that have done Society 6 and really like Society 6. Now I did make a t-shirt for myself just through Vistaprint, that a sale for myself, a t-shirt of my lemur, but I think Society 6 might be better. I don't know. For that, I mean, Vistaprint's great for my cards, my postcards, my stuff like that. Okay, I think. Oh wait, we got a couple. Got to do a few on our hand here. We're still recording, but if the recording stops, again, thanks everybody for being here and hanging out all day long. But hey, Al's down there working on my wall. So oh, you're not the only one that wanted her. Oh, I'll think about it. I'll think about putting her up there. The thing about I'll tell you what I like about Society 6. They'll ship. They'll do all the shipping. But not only that, but you can order, like if I put her up there, you could get a t-shirt, you could get a print, you could get her framed, you could get her however you wanted her that I allowed for. I would say, okay, I allow t-shirts, I allow posters, I allow whatever. And then you could buy whatever way you wanted her. That didn't sound right. Sorry, Mimi. But you could purchase her in multiple ways. Lindsay. She needs to be our mascot. Oh my gosh. You girls. No, she needs to be on the pixie corner. No, that would be we'd have to have a squirrel for that. We need to do the squirrel on the skateboard. Maybe we'll do that next. What do y'all think? Not today. Oh my gosh, when I said next, I didn't mean now. The squirrel on the skateboard. These would be more, defined out here on the big ones here on the edge. Like that. Okay, now, real quick, I wanted to do something. I'm not sure what, but I wanted some kind of a glow, some kind of a something like that. Maybe just like right in the something like that. I might have to think about that. Okay, let's go ahead. Let me take the heat gun to her. And we'll call her done. You get commission from everything bought. Yes, that's right, Jean. I would get, you know, a percentage of everything bought. That's how, I think that's pretty much how they all work. I just know that other people have been happy with Society 6. But to do her like this one, I'd have to, you know, cut her out or something and put her on something else. Because, you know, I got all this stuff. You know, I got, this is our sketchbook. Well, I'd have to do her over probably. All right, so let me add just a quick, I want that nail to come out of the wall. A quick bit of pink. More pink on her cheek there. And I think we're going to call her done, guys. I might do a couple of little tweaks here and there, but like look around, look at her little, see the little beads in between her pearls and stuff like that. She's almost hippie. Yeah, I know everybody loves a hippie sloth. I know a lot of y'all would buy the hippie. Okay, let's move let me move my wet paint brush, this paint, and let me kind of scroll her out here so you can kind of see, make sure that's dry. So you can kind of see her. Whoops, I got something wet over here. All right, let me lower the camera just a little so that you can, so I can kind of scroll her by the camera. Okay. I got little, you know, wet places there on my desk from the brushes. Okay, here we go. So, I'm trying to get her so you can kind of see some detail. Again, I'll take a picture of her. And then let's get over down here with, oh yeah, y'all was saying that the smoke looks like, yeah, that she could be dreaming of her guy, right? You know, and the smoke there, that would be kind of cool, right? This could be something she's thinking about. I got to make him kind of look like it's got some kind of scales, though. But I do. I love the smoke there. And the ash, you know. Oh, so there we go, guys. I think we had fun with her. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I might have missed. Probably. But I think we get the idea. And thanks for being here, guys. It was fun. And we'll hope to see y'all at Jean's. I guess. Oh, I'm being paged. Okay. Be right there, Al. Okay, I'm being paged. All right, guys. I'll tweet a picture of her within the next hour. Okay. Bye, guys.